Well, I hope you're hungry because today we are making another fan favorite, and that is pulled pork sandwiches. Our friend from Zimmerman Meats were kind enough to give us a very nice pork loin, as you can see right here.
And that it is, Alyssa. It is a wonderful pork loin, and I was just cutting this earlier, and I mean, look at this. The coloring of this is just amazing, and what I love about pork loins, Alyssa, is this is actually a very lean piece of meat.
It really is.
Which makes it very versatile. You know, we're going to be making pulled pork sandwiches, but
Yes.
honestly, you can do everything from, you know, there's something called a breakfast chop, which is absolutely delicious. You can also maybe cut these a little bit thicker, and you can grill them. You can also use it maybe for leftovers in a recipe that calls for chicken breasts. You can use pork loin, and you know, as you saw when we carried this in here, it is ginormous.
It's huge.
So you can literally like cut up half. You can save this to be able to use for later, and you never know when you're going to need those leftover, folks. And so that's where this can come in. But Alyssa, this pulled pork recipe, you know, one of the things I love about this segment is we're making it easy for folks that maybe you're busy and that you don't have time to spend hours and hours on a full cooked meal. We're going to be using an Instant Pot. This is actually your Instant Pot.
This is my Instant Pot. I live and breathe by this thing. It is it's my saving grace when I don't want to spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you know, pulled pork, if you use a slow cooker, it takes all day. We don't have time for that.
No, ain't nobody got time for that, as they say. And so, you know, because this is a leaner meat, that's where we're also going to use the Instant Pot, because it's going to get those nice juices in there. It's going to help us to be able to pull it apart later. And so this recipe you found online, Alyssa, we're going to post it for you at ky3.com/the place. But what are we doing first? We're kind of sizzling this up in the Instant Pot.
Yes, so what we did is we cut the pork loin into chunks. You know, some people use pork butt. They use the pork shoulder. You can use pork loin. It's just going to be a little bit harder to pull.
Yeah.
But I love pulled pork, and I was like, I'm going to make this work.
which we can, thanks to the Instant Pot. And by the way, if you're looking for maybe some of those different cuts of the meat, like the shoulder, Zimmerman Meats actually has those for you guys as well. So you can go there. They're super helpful. They're really the nicest people. And so if you have a recipe you're looking for, they can definitely help you find that. But Alyssa, I saw you maybe poured some of this olive oil in there a little bit earlier. Is that what you've been sizzling this up in?
That's exactly what we've been doing. So
my goodness,
we
look
cut
at
it into chunks, and then we seasoned it really, really good. So you rub it all over the meat, you cut it into chunks, and you season it again to get all that seasoning in those edges.
That's right.
And then you
you
sear the sides for like 7-ish minutes.
Okay.
And it just smells amazing right now.
Yeah, look at that.
So next we're going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. So
Okay,
if you can do that for me, please.
Yep, you got it. I have lots of practice with the egg lady whenever she's in here. So here we go. Chicken broth is pretty interesting. Ooh, look at that.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's when you kind of scrape the bottom to get all that flavor, and we're going to put it back on.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Wherever that is. I think it's over here.
Perfect.
Let's do that, and we'll. And do you have the apple cider vinegar, please?
I do. How much
3
do you need of this?
tablespoons.
3 tablespoons of this. Okay. 1, 2.
That really brings out the flavor in it, too.
Yeah, that's really nice. Very creative.
And then,
I like that.
my favorite, barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. Okay, Alyssa, we have to tell the folks, so this is Sweet Baby Ray's.
It's my favorite.
It's Alyssa's favorite. And honestly, we were smelling it earlier, and it just smells delicious.
You really massacred the top there.
That's right. Hey, TV's all about quick, so we gotta be quick here on the place.
All right, now we've got our delicious sauce. So we're going to put the pork loin back into the Instant Pot.
We're going to put it back in, of course, absolutely. So Alyssa, how long is this going to take to cook?
So total around an hour for prep time and everything, but cook time, 40 minutes.
40 minutes, wow. So you can have pulled pork in 40 minutes.
Exactly.
Wow, that really is amazing. That's what I love about this recipe. So we got the meat back in there. Now we're going to turn the settings on the Instant Pot to pressure cook, right?
Yep, so you hit the pressure cook button.
Look at that, there we go. And we're gonna put that lid on.
Yep.
So we don't cause any problems here in the studio.
Yes, we don't want that, so.
And then just like that, it's going to cook for us. Look at that. Oh boy, it is ready to go here. That's fantastic. Well, folks, we're back. It has been 40 minutes, and we have the most tender, amazing pork loin for our pulled pork sandwiches, Alyssa. Boy, I know we say this all the time, but I really wish we had smell-o-vision, because this is absolutely delicious. And what I loved about it is, honestly, it wasn't even 40 minutes.
No, it really wasn't. It was about 35.
Yeah, about 35 minutes. We decided to take it out for filming purposes, but
and it just fell apart.
Look at that. I mean, literally, it just fell apart, and also it is so juicy. It is so delicious. This is going to make a delicious sandwich. And then also, folks, as we mentioned earlier, you know, this pork loin, it was so large that we were actually able to do some other creative things. Alyssa's actually been making pork chops here.
We've been slaving away.
And also in the oven, for our incredible co-workers, we are making a pork loin pork roast rather, that's going to be baking right now in the oven. And so this is so versatile. That's what I love about this meat. And so Alyssa, I think we should dress these pulled pork sandwiches. What do you think? Can I borrow your little utensil there?
Yes, of course.
Perfect. Look at this, how tender it is. And also, you know, as I was pulling this, I was sneaking a little bit of
I know. I saw you out of the corner of my eye.
some bites. So,
and this isn't super thick sauce. It's more of like that runny kind of sauce, but like I like that, and just drench your pulled pork in it.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Alyssa, you know how to make a pulled pork sandwich. This is absolutely amazing. And folks, the best part about this is that if you go and visit Zimmerman Meats, they're actually going to set aside this pork loin so that you can have the chance to be able to try all of these recipes that Alyssa and I have made today. And if you'd like to know exactly what we did, you can go to KY3.com/theplace.
Do you have your fork over there?
I do have my fork over here.
I'm gonna try one of these babies.
Oh, I'm going all in with the sandwich.
You are? Okay.
I'm going all in with the sandwich. I'm trying to do this now over the food. Oh. Delicious. Happy dance time.
Happy dance. We'll see you next time.